So yesterday I posted a video talking about the German election results, and I was mistaken. I said that there was only a 51% voter turnout. Thank you for correcting me in the comments. It was actually over 80% turnout, and that's a record since I don't know when in Germany, and probably a record for a lot of countries. Should we have an election in Canada? I'm dubious that we will, but should we have, I hope we can get some kind of a more than 8 out of 10 people, right? But anyways, as I mentioned in that video, I think I'd seen a CBC interview with a professor of science from, I think it was Stanford University, Germany. Now this guy was pretty biased. Before I get into the CBC interview, do you remember Samuel Clemens, who wrote as Mark Twain? He said there's lies, damn lies, and then there's statistics, if I'm quoting that correctly. So anyways, this professor, seriously biased. I question that he should be teaching anybody anything, but he used the term Yahtzee, fastest, etc., speaking mostly about the ADF. And at that point, they hadn't had the election yet, Germany, but the polling showed 20% for the ADF. So this professor then goes, so that means 80% of the population doesn't want right-wing politics. And then he goes back to his Yahtzee and fascism stuff, and the CBC host is nodding away. So here we see the CBC bias because they covered almost nothing about the German election except, well, we see the bias here, right? So we come back to Samuel Clemens with lies, and then there's statistics. Well, the election results were 50% of the population that voted right wing, leaving, well, I think it was a little over 51%, but we'll just say 50%. 50% of the population in a multi-party system voting one way, in this case right wing. That's a pretty solid majority. For the other 50%, it was scattered across, again, they have a multi-party system, parties that are or presented as or perceived as centrist, left, soft left, moderate left, and hard left. So to say 20% means 80% don't want them, there's some real word salad for you. There's a spin. And CBC,